Hello, my friends. I hope you are well. Llama 3.1 is released yesterday, 23rd of July. And today I want to talk about this model and I want to show you how to make a customized chatbot based on Llama 3.1 8 billion parameters. And the beauty of this chatbot is you can change the prompt based on your customized options and customized preference. Okay, so first of all, let's me check the post about introducing Llama 3.1 in the Meta website, aimeta.com, and just explore the model. And you can see we have three kinds of version of the Llama 3.1: 8 billion parameters, 70 billion, and the large model 405 billion parameters. It's a big one, yeah. And you can check all specifications with this model, some comparison, and there are a lot of useful information about Llama 3. But first of all, let me show you the demo of the chatbot, and then we'll talk about code, because I think that a lot of people talk about Llama 3.1 and they mention that this is a great model, and it's true, it's a great model and the best large language model till now. Okay, so if you check my spaces in Hugging Face around 1367, you can see I've made a new space that is Llama 3.8 billion chatbot. If you open this space, you can see this interface. It's based on, actually it's running on 0 GPU. And this interface is a beautiful interface. You can actually undo, retrieve, clear your chat. You can do your chat here. You can even use some examples how to make a self-driving car. And there are some parameters. I will talk about that. And they're all about configuration of this model. And the beauty part is system prompt. You can actually determine who is this chatbot. Now now he's a helpful assistant. Okay, so just ask a question to test it. Okay, and see the demo. For example, here, how to make a self-driving car, and immediately it try to use 0 GPU. And it's a really great model, and we will see how it can be reliable in answering part. And you can see the answer: a challenging and exciting question. Making a self-driving car requires a multidisciplinary approach integrating advanced technology in computer vision, machine learning, and actually provide a lot of information about this question very fast, and it can be great, yeah. But what happens if I just try to make it more professional? How? For example, in parameters part, I can provide some information about sustainability. I like to have a sustainability assistant, okay? But let's finish this answer. You can see it's a really big answer. Just stop it. GPU text imported, it's not important. It's okay, just clean it. And now, for example, here, you are a helpful assistant in sustainability area, and your name is Suso. Please just answer questions in sustainability. Okay, and now, what is the most? First, ask who are you, and the name is Suso. Did it work or not? Try to reach the system prompt and After that, nice to meet you. I'm Suso, a helpful assistant in the sustainability area. I'm here to provide information, answer questions, and offer guidance the things related to living sustainability. Great. So another question, what are the most important challenges related to sustainability? Okay, very fast, you can see climate change, renewable energy, biodiversity loss, water scarcity, food security, waste management, circular economy, and a lot of useful information. And maybe I can ask, uh, how can I help students in sustainability area? And you can see how this model can work great, and you have access to the story of the chat. It's really great, and that is really great. And even you can check the temperature, max no tokens, top P. You can figure out everything you want. And even you can change the system prompt. You can make, for example, a market advisor, economical advisor. Even, for example, you can use a helpful assistant in C Sharp, in programming, in Python, in JavaScript. So that's crazy and great. Okay. And here you can actually use undo to back to previous question, or retrieve a question, or clean. So that's all about chatbot. But how can we make a chatbot like that? The first important thing is you need to go to Hugging Face uh, website, and you need to find the Meta-Llama 3.18 billion instruct, and you need to gated model. Actually, you cannot use this model without permission. So because I have now have access to this model, you cannot see this part, but here you need to actually input your name, family, your role, and some information about you. Then you can check your sitting part in your Hugging Face, and you can see you have access to this model. So without access to this model, without permission to access the model, you won't able to make a chatbot like something I showed you. Okay, so you need to do it. It's easy, you just need to actually read the information, license and other stuff, and then you have been granted access to this model. But what about the code? This is the code about the chatbot. We have tested it together. There are some important notes. The first and important one, I mentioned that you need to be granted to access this model. Then you need to starting with transformers higher than 4.43.0. This is important. You cannot use older version, okay? And even you can run conversational interface using the transformers pipeline abstraction with actually generate function. What about this code? Let me explain line by line. OS is the operating system. Time, spaces for using GPU, zero GPU, we need spaces. Spaces actually is a module in Hugging Face we usually use to actually to have access to zero GPU. Torch, I'm sure you are familiar with Torch. It's a deep learning framework, transformers, to use actually to have access to useful tools in natural language processing. Gradio is a great SDK, software development kit. It can help you to make your user interface very friendly without any knowledge of front end. And threading is a module to help us to do stuff parallel, execution parallel. Okay, we need model list, HF token, and you can access to your HF token in your Hugging Face space, in the setting part, in the access token parts. So I just use it as a environmental variable, and so it's my private token. I don't like to show it. And the model. What is model ID? If you check the uh, Hugging Face codes here, you can see the model IDs in this part. So I just try to use it as a secret variable, but you can put it directly in your code. There is no need to be a secret variables, okay? And the title of chatbot, placeholder, some CSS for show it better. Device must be on the CUDA because it's a really big model, but we want to use the 0 GPU. Quantization configuration, it's really great to use it. Quantization can help us to reduce the size of the model and increase the performance and the speed of the model, and you saw how fast our model is, okay? And tokenizer to actually convert text to numerical version, and we use model with our auto model from transformers, our model, torch type, device, and quantization config to reduce the size of the model. Here is the decorator we want actually we used for 0 GPU. This decorator help us to use 0 GPU, and here we use a stream chat function that's responsible for manage all things about our chat, for example, story, message, system prompt, temperature. So that is responsible for all this stuff. And I think that there is not any more useful information here. Maybe I usually use the footer, and to put footer in Gradio, you need to actually use gr HTML footer. And Gradio interface, gr blocks, CSS. I usually try to use different themes, and you can access different Gradio themes. If you search about that, you can find a lot of beautiful and fun themes. And GRHTML, duplicate button, GR interface, and you can see the first prompt is you are a helpful assistant, but you can change it based on configuration in the setting part in your user interface UI. I shall actually it can be great to make it customized. Okay, that's all. And again, you have access to all codes in my GitHub. You just need to check my GitHub, Rod13667. Just check Meta-Llama3.1-8B Chatbot. You have access to all these codes. You can check all these codes here. And the requirements. You need accelerate, torch, bits and bytes, transformers must be more than 4.43.0. I mentioned that, and other stuff. There are not a lot of requirements, and a beautiful README file. You can check it out, explanation, and that's all. I hope you check this space, use it, and please give me some feedbacks. It can be great. Thank you so much, and have a nice day. Bye bye.